We've been going down to the beehive a lot, and we've been demonstrating a lot about smoking the bees and the frames of the bees and like the frames of like the bees with the honey on the frames. So you would take the honey off the frames, and then that's how you get honey.
What's it like? Were you scared?
Well, once you have a suit on, you're fine, but you might be a bit scared if you don't have a suit on, all the bees buzzing around your ears.
Charlotte, tell me a little bit about the first time you saw the bees. What went through your mind?
Well, we just went to visit them. They weren't really out because it was like winter, but it was cool to see it out in like person.
As the weather gets a little tiny bit warmer, they must be becoming more active, are they?
Yeah, we went down yesterday and they were starting to come out then.
What did you think?
Well, it was a bit scary because they were like coming out of the hive, but it wasn't too bad.
We went down in the winter. Not many bees come out then, but we see a few dead bees on the ground because they go out for their flight, but they die. But yeah.
Charlotte, tell me what you've learned so far about bees.
My job in the project is like a tour guide, so I've been researching a bunch of bee facts about like how they have a bunch of eyes and like 5 eyes and 2 stomachs and stuff like that.
Blake, so now I know that Charlotte has a position in this project. Do you have a special part to play?
Yeah, I'm going to be like demonstrating smoking the bees. So my group is going to be in a bee suit, and we're going to have the smoker, and we're going to take off the top and we're going to smoke the bees. That calms them down for inspection so they're not all around, yeah.
And about how many people are involved in this project? Like, is it all the grade 7s here?
Well, it's our whole class, and anyone from the public can come and watch.
I'll ask you both this question. How does it feel to take something like this on that is pretty unique?
Yeah, it's definitely different than what we did over in elementary, but it's pretty cool getting to learn about something you've never learned about before.
What do you think, Charlotte, of taking on a project that's so different?
Same with what he said, but it's a bit nervous knowing like I don't know how many people would be there.
And what about the aspect of, I guess, working with the bees? Is there any surprises there that you've learned about yourself in doing that?
Well, it's a bit less nervous because usually in the summer I'm like scared of bees, but now that I've been up in person, it's a bit less scary.
And what about for you?
Now that I know a few bees, like the male bees, don't have stingers, so not every bee has a stinger, so you know that some aren't going to sting you.
What's your favorite thing that you've learned so far with the beekeeping project?
Probably the hive inspections. They're really fun because you like get to look at inside. There's like a lot of bees, and they're all clumped up.
What's the coolest thing you've learned, Charlotte?
Well, I learned how to smoke the hive myself, so I think that was pretty cool.
Are there going to be any honey treats at tomorrow's event?
I think there might be, but we haven't gotten much detail about that.
So you'll have to wait and see. Suspense.
I think we might be getting some honey off the frames that the bees actually made themselves, giving a little taste to the people that are there.
Tell me a little bit about the event, Blake. Do you know the details?
I know a few of the details. So it's on Saturday, tomorrow. Just people can come down, meet at the school. Then you come, and then we'll tour guide you to the beehive. And then it will be an hour event, like demonstrating facts. And if you want to learn about bees, come.
Anybody's invited, Charlotte?
Yes, and also before we go to the beehive, we have our wind ensemble playing a piece at the school.